Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to use one of these old Pioneer Stereo Amplifier A-209R systems to play your own music from your phone or laptop. I will also be showing this for any other system that is similar to this one, since they all have very similar characteristics. So let's just start. Alright, now we're in the back of the sound system, and the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that the power is hooked up. So there's going to be the AC here, and this is going to be the kind of cable that you're going to need. So it's the one that has two holes on it and a little bit of a dent in the middle. So once that's plugged in, you already have power on your system, and the speakers do not need independent power. They get the power from the main sound system, so they are already, they do not need extra power. Now to hook up the speakers, you will see here a section that says AB and then RL on each side, as you can see here. So this means in the front, you'll see that there's an A side and then there's a B speaker. There's an A speaker and then there's a B speaker. What you're meant to do is either set up one speaker on the A and one speaker on B, or have two speakers on A and two speakers on B. So that's what I did here. I set up one on A and one on B. There's also an R and an L. The R and the L is meant for right side and left side. So what you're meant to do is have one speaker on AR and then one speaker on BL. In my case, the R side is actually broken and those notches don't work, so I have to use the L side. However, A and B does still work, so I hooked one on B and one on A. To hook these up, you have to turn the knob like this, and then the wire will come out like so. What you're going to want to do is put the wire inside of the hole, and then make sure it's inside of there. And once it is, you're going to want to turn the knob again to close it. This doesn't have any kind of ports or anything of that matter, so you will have to just get a raw wire and then turn it so you can close it and make sure that it stays in there. So you're going to want to do that for both speakers and also both connections in the speaker. They will have a red wire and a black wire, or at least in most cases it will. You're going to want to connect the red wire with the red notch and then the black wire with a black notch. If you hook them up the opposite way, I'm not sure what happens, but I don't think it'll work. Once you're done with that, you're going to want to connect your sound system to your laptop. So you're going to need a cable that has an ending that is a regular jack for your phone or your laptop, and then you're going to want one of these. So I'll put the name of these in the description, and I might link as well some kind of website where you can get them, but essentially these are old cables which are used to transfer sound. So the yellow one is used for video, and then the white one and red one are used for sound for the left channel and the right channel. So here you'll see that there's a lot of different options to put them in. What you're going to want to do is choose either CD or line or one of these, whichever you prefer. I think some of them don't work, so it's important to choose the ones that do work. I've always had CD work, so I highly suggest using that one, but I'm pretty sure some other ones work if you want to switch it up. So you're going to want to take your wire and you're going to want to put it in the hole. Make sure that once it's put, it's all the way in and it is sealed. Now remember which one you selected. In this case I've done CD, since that'll be important in the later section. So just remember where you've plugged in your cables to. Alright, now that we have everything set up in the back, I'll show you how to set it up so you're able to actually listen to it from your computer. So, first off, we'll see that we have power, speakers, and then a bunch of knobs. So first things first, we're going to want to turn on the power to make sure that everything works. Now here you can see that there's the different speakers. So this is what I was talking about in the back when I said A and B. So we're going to want to make sure that either both speakers are on if you want to make sure that everything works, or if you just want to test a singular speaker, you can just turn one on. Then you have the bass, the treble, just like you would have with any other sound system. Then the loudness, I just like to keep this one on. I don't know what it does exactly, but it sounds good when it's on. Same with the direct, I like to keep this off. It sounds a little bit weird when it's on. Then we have obviously the volume here, which is the main thing. However, I like to keep it a little bit low at the start just to make sure so that nothing is too loud. Then we have the balance. This determines how much of the left and the right channel, as you can see, are active. So I like to just keep it in the middle, just for testing. And also in my case, since as you saw, they're both put on the left channel or on the right channel, it will only make it so that it either works or mutes completely. And then this is the important one. In the input selector, here you can change which one of the ones that you're having as an input is selected. So you want to make sure that you have the one that you've selected. In my case, I use CD, so you're going to have to put that one on. And then this is for tapes, which we don't have, so we don't have to worry about that. Now that I have the CD selected, the balance is in the middle. This is important when you're testing it out. Then the volume is slightly high, but not too high. And you want to make sure that both speakers are on when you're first testing it, because otherwise you might just have one working, but you don't realize it. And now once you have everything set up here, you're able to plug it into your computer. Alright, and now we can finally plug it into our laptop or into our phone. Make sure before you do this step that the sound system is turned off, since otherwise it's going to make a lot of noise. And there we go. Okay, so once you've plugged it in, make sure to turn it on so that the laptop is able to detect it. What you're going to want to do is go to the bottom right, and then here in the audio, go to inputs and outputs, and make sure that output device is selected as this. So it will say headphones, maybe Realtek R audio, probably. Just make sure you select them. Even though it says headphones, this is what you're looking for. It's just, it doesn't realize that it's not headphones. It just sees the headphone jack and automatically assumes that it's that. But it'll work without any issue. So make sure you select it. And then in the audio, or in the volume, sorry, I usually put it at 8 because I think that's already quite high. So I suggest keeping it at that volume. Alright, now that we've plugged in and made sure that everything works on our computer side and that we can output into it, just make sure that the power is on, speakers are on, and it's the right input. Once you turn it on, you might have to wait a second until you hear it click. That is the sound system selecting that input, in my case CD, and until you hear that click, it won't actually start playing the audio. So you might have to wait around 10 to 20 seconds for that click to appear and for it to get ready, and then you can start playing. So let's start playing some audio.
You're everything I'm thinking of from time to time and dust to dust. Whenever there's a lull between the voice.
So as you can see, it works just like normal. It actually has quite good sound quality for being relatively old, and the volume of it is insane. It can go very, very, very loud, and I have it quite low on my computer, so you gotta make sure that you keep these a little bit low because they really do go quite loud. So here I'll just do a quick test. If I put the balance all the way to the right, it'll just turn off because I have none set up on the right. And then if I put it on the left, it won't change. It will just fully use the left channel, which is what I want. So I'm just going to keep it in the middle, which will use both. And then here you can change the bass, the treble, and then you can just turn off one of these two. And if you turn off one of each and you can still hear the music, that means that they both work. So it's a nice little test to make sure that both speakers are working properly. So yeah, that was the video, and I hope it helped you out. If you also like this music, I'll put a link to it in the description. Anyways, I'm gonna head out now. See you guys.